Paimon is not even emergency food. Paimon is a meal.
I ran around on the beach forever, and I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Just jump.
Drop and roll.
Amber, but only by default, because she's the only one I've unlocked.
Yeah, they spent $10,000 on it so far. And I was like, what?
Horror fanatic. I'm obsessed with all things horror.
Now, coverage like no other. Bringing you videos from the event floor. You're watching convention coverage.
Okay, I'll go first. Hi, I'm Jackie Lastra, the voice of Zhangling. Hi.
Hi, I'm Brianna Knickerbocker, and I voice Hu Tao.
Hi, I'm Cristina Vee, and I'm the voice of Bennett and Singcho.
Hi, I'm Faye Smith, and I'm the voice of Noelle.
I just added Noelle to my team. I literally just added both of you guys to my team.
What took you so long? That's what
I was tempted to the dark side. Everybody just kept like pumping up Jean to me, and I was like, listen, I need to try everybody. It's like Pokemon, I gotta catch them all.
Right. But then it takes so long to level up each one, and you gotta grind all those artifacts.
I'm learning the hard way.
Have you guys played? Are you... No. Oh my God, I called you out. I'm sorry.
I have started playing it, and I'm really bad at it. So I only have unlocked Amber.
That's okay.
That's pretty bad. I ran around on the beach forever, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then I noticed the compass and then started doing things. But I've seen a couple playthroughs of Noelle's Hangout, so I got to see that. Like Zach did one, and then Chris Valle did one. But yeah, myself, I'm pretty bad at it. Everyone in this room has got to be better than me at that game.
I think if somebody can like pull me away from Pokemon Unite, then I can start playing Genshin. But right now, I'm pretty devoted.
You have like those games that you kind of sink yourself into, and it's so funny because we voice so many games. It's like if we played every single game that we were in, we would literally not have lives. It's like we have to choose. It's like very hard.
Am I the only one with a name tag?
I think so.
I don't have a name.
Yeah. You're the only one that matters. It's okay.
I'm the Hu Tao with no name.
We're just your entourage. We're your harem.
What?
Your harem.
My harem? Oh. Awesome.
Yeah. Do you
Good
approve?
reaction. Awesome.
Yeah.
Christina thought about it, and she was like, awesome.
Great.
Yes. I'm glad that you thought about it first. You were like, yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right. That
Let's
sounds
get
good.
on board for this.
Until Zach's here, I'm the only guy. So.
Oh my goodness.
I have a simple question for everyone. Is Paimon emergency food?
Yes.
Yes.
Paimon is not even emergency food. Paimon is a meal.
I feel like Paimon would taste pretty rubbery, so I'm going to say no.
I don't know, like I just go to cannibalism. I'm like, no, I just can't wrap my brain around it.
Zhangling will eat anything.
It's true. It's true. It's very in character.
Oh, were you waiting for me to? Oh, I think I said yes. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
Girls,
Hi.
I love your Shanli cosplay. This is the first cosplay I've seen so far. I saw one last one. I was here. Yes. Anyway, I haven't played for a while because I got busy and I just started playing on my phone. I'm a male character. Anyway, if you can have any vision, what would it be?
Any what?
Any vision.
Oh, vision.
That's the powers.
Yeah. I want to say fire because it's so cool, but my personality is probably more water. Yeah.
I'm called to water too, for sure, absolutely. There's something about like the power of water, ocean, hydro, like that's appealing to me.
We're not sure what that means.
What does it mean?
That's the character's powers. Pressed by the gods if you haven't played.
Well,
It's like Avatar, Airbender. The power is the...
Oh, sure.
I can
Like
give
element-
you a list of
elements.
them. There's Electro, Pyro, Pyro. I forgot the ice one.
Cryo,
Cryo, thank you.
Oh yeah, there's cryo.
And that's it so
Animo,
far. Oh, Animo, thank you. Wind.
Geo.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, in that case, definitely fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to say maybe Geo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Earthy.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, what do you guys most relate to your characters in some way, shape, or form, whether it be personality or even just like their hobbies, like Zhangling is cooking?
I'll go first. Anybody that knows me, I feel like I'm so loud. Anybody that knows me knows I am a horror fanatic. I'm obsessed with all things horror. So me getting Hu Tao is just like literally like, the universe was like, this is literally your character. Here, please take this.
Yes, can confirm is perfect.
Yes. I do like cooking, not to the level that she likes. I think the most thing I relate to her is like her gung-ho attitude. That she's just positive and like, let's just go explore and find all the stuff. Yeah.
And praise our god Golba.
Yes, and praise the great stove god. Oh.
I feel like I can be pretty bookish, like Sing Cho. I also love Chong Yoon, so we have that in common. And for Bennett, he's very adventurous, and I feel like I'm always like doing some kind of adventure on the weekend. He has really bad luck. I think sometimes I can relate to that as well.
Don't we all?
Right? So, yeah, my boys.
I think for Noelle, probably she's much nicer than me. You know what I mean? Like, she's so helpful, probably more than I would be. But maybe her sense of organization. Like, I'm a pretty organized and on top of stuff person, and I
She's a
think
maid, that's her job.
this is true. She would be failing as a maid if she didn't do that. So yeah, I'd say I guess her sense of organization and ability to get things done.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I played Hu Tao a lot, and I've played her in several different languages. I just wanted to say how like unique and special each language is. Like even in English
I agree
as well.
completely.
Yeah, you guys all have a really solid take, and it's all like unique and yeah. You're
That
really
was something, yeah, I don't know about like with you guys, but I thought it was so nice that they gave us so much creative freedom to let it be our own and not like chase the Chinese and chase like whatever it was. Like they did let us adapt it and make it, you know, like put our personalities behind it. And that was so refreshing and just amazing.
Yeah, and that was like a good segue because I wanted to ask, were there any ad-lib moments that any of you had that you were told go ahead and ad-lib here, or any ad-libs that just came out that were left in?
I didn't.
No, I feel like they're like, even though like our voice takes got to be pretty like all us, I think like they were really, we have a script supervisor there from MiHoYo, and they want to make sure that it's accurate and true to the original translation. So I don't feel like there was much opportunity to ad-lib.
Yeah, I think there was only a couple times maybe phrasing was adjusted because the direct translation just didn't, but it was all done in collaboration with them. It was mainly just to make something make more sense. Like if it translates directly across, it might sound awkward here and there, but it wasn't me just making stuff up.
Okay.
For Hu Tao, I was able to improvise a little bit. They let me, I said, like, for the You've Been Prank line, I just had this idea, and I said, can I just do whatever I want? And they said, yes, just to hear it, like, let me at least audition it for you. And I was the one that came up with the melody and the da-da-da-da-da-da, and they just were on the floor rolling. Like, they were like, yep, that's it.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
And then we totally made up the treasure coffin line in session on the spot as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good.
So, is Paimon emergency food?
I'm sorry, sir, can you repeat that?
Is Paimon emergency food? And
Sir, somebody already asked that
Oh.
question.
Yeah, if you were pay attention.
Did they? Okay,
questions?
what is
Sir.
Paimon's favorite food?
Sticky honey roast?
Okay,
Sir.
you know the stuff. Right on. Very cool. Sorry I'm late, guys.
Everybody, Zach Aguilar! You gotta roll.
You should've
gotta
just
stop,
jumped.
drop, and roll.
Aren't you? What is the? Where are you?
Choose your side.
It's okay,
I'm sorry, side over there. This side was closer, and I'm lazy.
How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing good. How far are we into this?
You know,
panel?
we've done like 7 questions, so now you just have to answer all of them right now.
Okay. What
Okay, what would your
yeah.
vision be?
Oh, I like pyro, fire. Yeah.
All right. I forgot the rest.
You forgot the rest.
Like, do you have the whole list?
There was emergency food, but you already asked that.
What power would you want your character to have? Was that one? What'd you
Yeah,
have?
what power you'd want your character?
Oh, I asked him that. He said pyro.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
pyro.
the vision.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I don't even remember the word. But
Yeah.
literally.
Just like me.
Oh, what's something about your character that you relate to?
There you go.
I mean, I also don't talk a lot, kinda. Yeah. I don't know. I wake up out of bed and I go, "Ugh," and make a reaction sound.
Windblade.
Yeah, wind blade.
How you open your blinds. Right?
Yeah, like wind blade. Or whenever I fart. Was that it?
It's a pretty
Cool.
classy
That's
fart.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make it count when I record those lines.
Do you do your own Foley?
Oh, what?
Your own Foley?
Oh, yeah, the Foley, like the sound effects in the game. Yeah, that's me. I go, whoosh.
Did you also do Goba's voice?
I can't take credit for that one, no.
Can you give us your best Goba impression?
Wait, can I hear yours first?
It does not voice Goba, guys.
Was it? Who was it?
I have no
we know?
idea.
Yeah, who did voice?
I don't think it's been said. I don't know. Somebody very talented.
Now we're starting to sound like the Hu Tao. You know what I'm talking about? The TikTok sound.
Yes. We've derailed.
It's great to see you guys. It's awesome to see this is the most I've ever seen so many Genshin actors together on a panel, so
No.
this is super cool.
I've never done a Genshin panel.
Yeah.
Hi. So I got a question. If you could drag any character, anime, movies, or video games, into the world of Genshin Impact, who would you pick?
If I could pick, did you say?
If you could pick. It could either be like a character you voiced or like
To be a person?
to
be in Genshin.
be in your
Be in Genshin.
to be like in your party.
That's so hard. Oh my
I can answer that just because people have drawn, because I do Princess Rosalina for Nintendo, and then Noelle, and people have drawn some of the coolest mashups between the two. So I guess I'd bring Rosalina in.
What if it was just like somebody really gritty, like the Punisher?
I'm down.
Yes, I will go on in on that with you.
Obese.
Guys.
That's ridiculous. I love that. Yes. That's the answer.
I was just thinking about characters in the Genshin universe, and I so badly just want Timmie to rain hellfire with the pigeons. I just want him to show up and turn into like a god and be like,
It is I, Timmie. You will die.
and then she just destroys everybody and the world blows up. And
A very interesting plot twist.
yes,
Love it.
that's how
Everyone knows this.
that is the end of the game right there.
Spoiler.
Oh, shh.
All right, thanks, gal.
If you could have any Genshin Impact character besides the one you voiced be your best friend, who would it be?
Best friend.
So tough.
That is really tough. There's such good
There's
personalities.
so many of them.
Yeah.
I know, I'm putting some serious thought into this one.
I'd like to go partying with Beto.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll pick Beta. Yes.
Fishing with Cleo.
Oh, I'd like to hang out with Venti because we would just drink and sing. That's pretty much me. So, Venti.
Maybe Zhongli,
Ooh.
because I like his Kit Kat bar.
What?
Is that a meme?
No, that's his like pillar.
Oh, his
Yeah, but they call it a Kit Kat bar.
shaft thing.
Oh, okay.
What? What? No, not like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking about the, you know, the pillar he saw.
Pillar, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not use the SH word.
Maybe I would say Klee, just because, yeah, Klee is a lot of fun.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I purposefully didn't choose Albedo. I just want to because of Koi Dao.
You and your rivalry.
I'm Koi Dao.
Kiss and make up.
What's it like being part of a big and expanding game like Genshin Impact? What's it like to be part of the series?
I think just being home and kind of doing the day-to-day like situation work. It's really easy to forget like how big the game is. It's really when I come out to conventions like this that I'm like, oh yeah, this is really cool. Like I can't believe like we get to be part of this. But the day-to-day stuff, I feel like it's easy to get distracted just by the hustle of everyday work.
Totally.
I will say this is one of the nicest, warmest, friendliest video game casts I've ever encountered. And like there was a, like there's gatherings, you know what I mean? Like people in this cast get together, and I know more people in this cast than anything else I've ever done because people reach out, and there's a Discord channel where, like when I was getting ready to do my first signing, where all these other actors were like, here's an artist that I like, and this is, you know, what to do, and like that network and because I'm bad at the game, if Zach had not invited me to come to a playthrough of Noelle's Hangout, I never would have seen it. But he like extended that invitation. So this is one of the, I don't know if this is a typical experience on a game, but I have to say it's probably the nicest I've ever, and that's not to say other ones aren't, but the willingness and the genuine interest in each other this cast seems to have, I think, is unique.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm so happy to hear that. Like, I don't know. I feel so honored to be a part of this game. I remember when everything kind of first came out and we auditioned for it, and sorry if you've already heard this from me, but just seeing, you know, kind of the lines on the script transform into just this beautiful world of what Genshin is, because I had no idea when I went in for my first session. They didn't show me anything. It was literally just lines, some grunts talking about, you know, like another world or something, and that was it. And then when I came back in months later for, mind you, more grunts, they showed me like the art of the game, and I was like, holy crap, this is so cool. Like, what is this? Like, I need to know more about it. I thought this was just a mobile game, because I think that was all the information that was given to me at the time. And then they went on to say, oh no, this game's gonna be on everything. Including the Switch. In 10 years, it will be on the Switch, probably. So I don't know, just to be a part of this game in general, and then of course, like with the entire cast, everyone's been super cool. So yeah.
It does feel really special, you know?
It does.
I don't know, like I think we all know how special of a game it is, and we all feel that, and we're all just so happy to be a part of something that people love so much, you know? When we audition for stuff, we have no idea which projects are going to touch people or which projects are going to affect people. And like people just love this so much, so we just feel so lucky that we get to be part of it.
Yeah. I know for me it was like, this is definitely the biggest franchise I've been a part of so far. So for me, this was life-changing to be a part of this game. And to see the fans react the way that they did, they just love it. And that has been so wholesome to have people come in the stream and they're just like they want to help you out. They want to learn with you and trade tactics. And it's so much fun. I'm just very blessed to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's your favorite character other than your own?
Klee.
I can't pick one.
I have to say Amber, but only by default because she's the only one I've unlocked. That's so pitiful. I like the one that I've played.
I know. Maybe like Raiden Shogun.
Ooh, yeah.
Man.
I like Ganyu's design a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm
Hey.
actually like a huge fan of Hu Tao, so I didn't get her. I lost her to Kaching. What's your guys' opinions on the characters that you voice act?
For this
All of
game?
them?
Yeah, for the, or anything.
Okay.
I was just gonna say they seem to give me a lot of roles where I have like a sister or some kind of sibling. I don't know why that is. I'm an only child, so it's kind of fun, like getting to go in and pretend like I have, a sister or something. I just have to imagine like one of my cousins, kind of, or like my family, because I'm pretty close with my family. So try to imagine that it's like a relative of mine or something that I'm talking to when I'm talking to like my sister. But yeah, for some reason, a lot of like sisters, like Lumine, and then Nezuko, and then Yona and Near Replicant. Yeah, I don't know. It never ends.
Trying to fill the void.
Yeah, fill the void.
Oh, I was just gonna say that when you spend time with these characters, like you really fall in love with them, and they matter so much to you, and you have to, like, as an actor, identify with the characters. So it's like me, first person versus third person. So like a part of you really does kind of get enmeshed with them. So like you really do care about them. So I love all my characters, and they're all very, very special to me.
Yeah, I've noticed that like a lot of the voice actors seem to act a lot like their character a lot, like Griffin. I love Griffin. He acts so much like Child. It's so funny. I just love all of you guys. What are your three opinions?
I mean, the same, like, the same. I feel like you always go through, like, a journey with your character as it goes, and you grow with them, and you kind of get closer with them, and it's just like, you fall in love with each and every one, and you learn their quirks, and, experience everything with them.
I think something particularly cool with Genshin, like, Noelle's kind of storyline of it. They're deep storylines about the characters. Sometimes it can be pretty surface in a game, but I love that Noelle has this thing that she's working towards. Like, she wants to be a knight, and that she's on this journey and quest, and I think that's cool. Like, there's the conflict, right, within for the character of something she wants that she can't have. So I think that's cool. I think that adds something to it.
And so when I first recorded, Singcho was the only one who had like a deep storyline. I feel like for Bennett, we just did all the attack stuff, and he had some interactions. But when much later, he got his own. I'm not sure what it's called, but he got his own story where the traveler and he went on an adventure, and I thought it was really cool. And it breaks my heart. This poor kid, he just wants to have friends and explore the world, but bad things keep happening. But I really love how optimistic he stays, and just how what a loving person he still is after everything.
Thank you, guys. Your opinion's really great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you could spend a day with any of the Genshin characters, who would it be?
Zhang Li,
Why?
because he's hot.
I love it. I'd spend the day with Hu Tao. Why not? Heck yes.
Trying to imagine what I would do with each.
That's exactly what I'm thinking too. I'm
like, what would that day be like?
No. It's so funny. Maybe Chongyun.
Oh.
Why? What are you imagining doing with him?
I don't know, just
What would you spend
Feeding
the day
him
doing?
spicy food?
yes, and destroying ghosts, spirits.
Don't you come for my ghosts?
I do what I must to restore peace in the world. No,
Listen, this is war, okay?
I was tasked by some random person on the street, and when that happens, I have to listen to their task and go do it. That is the life of the traveler, sadly. It's like, hey, can you do this for me for free? Oh, yeah, sure, I'm on it. I'll travel to the other side of the world. Yeah, okay, cool. Bye. Yeah, I don't know, Changhyun. I really enjoyed his quest when I did it, too. Yeah, with Bo. That was cool.
I think Bennett, because poor thing, is always getting into the worst situations, and I just want to go on an adventure and just see what happens because it's always hilarious.
Might get struck by lightning. Thank you.
Maybe venti, like you were saying, like hanging out and drinking and singing all day.
Sounds like fun, right?
That's not a bad
Good
day, is
time.
it?
Good day.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi. So I was wondering, of like all the named characters, who is your most hated character out of like all the Genshin characters?
So now this is a question we definitely can't answer, right? Sorry, I have to save their lives right here just in case somebody answered it.
Really?
And-
I could totally answer.
You want to? I mean, it's up to you guys. You could, I don't know.
No? All right.
For me, I don't know. I don't think there's anyone I particularly dislike. Like out of the named characters or.
Well, it could be villains too.
Oh, I mean, okay. Well, I think that's something like, I don't know. Timmie. Definitely.
I don't want to be mean.
No, well, it's hard though too, especially like with some of the storylines. I mean,
Oh, I can tell you that the enemy I hate worse is the wolfhounds. Or the rift hounds. Those things are a pain in the butt.
Hard to kill.
Yes.
I'm only at like adventure rank 15, so I'm like very, very.
Yeah,
early
they've got
in the game, so
corrosion. It's real hard.
I'll be there in like 2 years.
Oh, I know. Just wait till Inazuma. Oh my goodness.
Why?
I just die all
It's
the time.
just painful.
No way,
Yeah,
really?
It's awful.
Is it really that hard?
I'm so bad.
I'll
Well,
take it over Dragonspine, though.
You will? Oh,
would.
just because of the heat.
Just the
like,
constant freezing, yeah.
It's funny because I remember when we did the live stream for Dragonspine and they were telling me about this mechanic. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, wow, what a way to kind of like bring it to life. And then I actually played through it and the meter drops so fast. I'm like, what is this?
I can't think of anyone that I hate. That, I mean, yeah, maybe the slimes. They're pretty awful, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, we would have given a better answer. I feel bad though for like if I did say something, for like a character somebody else really loves.
That's understandable.
And so I'm like, I don't want to crush their hopes and dreams. So I'm like, anything for those. I'm like, no.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, first off, I want to say I started playing Genshin Impact like last year, like when was really hitting and stuff. And I just want to say that your guys' work has really just helped me go along with everything. Like, it's like so fun watching your guys' live streams and just listening to the voice lines of your guys' characters. Like, it's really heartwarming to me. And
Thank you.
Thank you.
My question, upon the mentioning of Timmie several times, is choose one. Shoot Timmie's pigeons or leave them.
Every single time I have attempted to kill Timmie's pigeons. And I don't know what it is, but I always miss them. So I guess I'll just leave them be because I have no choice.
Definitely leave them be.
But if you kill them, won't you have little pigeon ghosts?
Okay, if they're a pigeon ghost, then I will kill them.
Okay.
That's the deal.
That would be cute.
Yes, you got me on that one. I was like, I need pigeon ghosts.
Okay, personally, I kill them because I need fowl.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So my question was, there are a lot of different forms of acting, and they all come with their different pros and cons. So what brought you to voice acting, and what do you find the most difficult part about it?
I wanted to be a voice actor because I loved watching anime when I was a kid. And I loved Sailor Moon in particular. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want that person's job in Sailor Moon. And it literally came true. I got the part 20 years later or something. That's what initially drew me to it. The hardest part, I would say, it's not like the actual work. I think it's, especially when I was a newer actor, the slow periods, kind of trying to break in is definitely really difficult. And I think it's kind of like that uncertainty for sure, for me, yeah.
And I came to voice acting to like animation, video game acting. I started in commercial stuff, and I never had. I loved like cartoons and things like that growing up, but I had never really thought about it as a career. And then I started doing more commercial stuff and then got into more fun stuff later. I'm like, this is great. It's like acting, and I don't have to memorize it, and I don't have to wear makeup, and I don't have to worry about how I look, and I can just go in there, but you're still acting. So that was super rewarding. And I think along the lines of what Christina's saying, the hardest part is also we kind of work in a vacuum. Like if you're in a play or you're on set for a TV show or something like that, you immediately have a sense of how you're doing. The audience is there, or there's people there, but when you're like auditioning and stuff and working on voiceover, you know, you can audition and audition and never know how close you were because you just send those MP3s in and sit around and wait, and you don't know if maybe you were like the runner-up. You'll never know that. It's not like when you go in a room and you do an audition and you really can see how you're doing, unless you go in for an audition and the director is there and you're seeing how people react. And but a lot of times, you're never really sure why you're not getting stuff if you don't get it, or if you do, or like you don't tend to see the other people that you read against, so you have no sense of it. So that can be the hardest thing, going, am I good, am I bad? I don't know. I only know when I book and when I don't. But maybe you're doing much better than you ever thought you were a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think starting out was like very difficult, and then you face a lot of rejection and like just different kind of voices in your head getting like questioning you if you can really do this, or if there's something else that you should be spending your time on even after you've like already gotten a few roles. I think it's always like a struggle to kind of keep the ball rolling, because we are mostly just like freelance, and we just go out and we audition for a million different things, and there's a lot of things we don't get, but then there are those things that we do get. And I don't know. I think I just feel blessed, honestly, to be doing this. Like, it's the funnest, like, best job, in my opinion, in the entire world, and getting to portray like different characters and not have to kind of be stuck or necessarily in like one certain role for a long period of time. I feel like I work on a lot of different like characters that are somewhat unique from each other, so it's always something new every day. So if you like that, then I think it's for you. But if rejection isn't your thing, or it's like, you know, not something you can just stay persistent with, I don't know. That's tough. I didn't think that it was going to be like as much rejection as it was, to be honest with you, when I first got into it when I was younger.
Yeah, it's a lot. I also started out because I was a lifelong anime fan and Sailor Moon fan, and always acted and sang, and kind of eventually found my way into voice acting. Also, the rejection is definitely the hardest thing. I would say also staying out of your own way. I think that we tend to overanalyze and are so hard on ourselves if we don't book something, and just get past that and just keep going and just stick to it. That's the hardest part for me.
I very randomly fell into voice acting. I didn't even know that it was a job. I didn't even put two and two together when I was young and watching Sailor Moon, and I adored anime. I didn't even think oh, that's a job that I could go and try to do. So I studied fashion design in school, got my BA in fashion, thought I was going to be a fashion designer. Then I fell into on-camera acting, and then randomly I saw a voiceover job casting, and I was like, oh, voiceover, that exists. And that's how I finally found my way into it. And the hardest thing for voice acting, everything, echoing what everybody said, but also just adding in that, I think to be an actor, you have to be so emotionally available and so empathetic. We naturally are just such emotive human beings. So we, even when we're auditioning for certain things, we fall in love with characters and just in the worlds, and you're just oh, I want this so bad. I want to tell this story. I want to tell this story and be this person and imagine this world and go through this experience. And so when you fall in love with certain characters you audition for and you don't book them, it is just heartbreak. Oof.
Yeah, it's auditioning for a character you love. It can be pretty heartbreaking. When I got the auditions for Sailor Moon, I cried. I'm like, oh no! It's so close now. Yeah, and I think it's just kind of a skill that you learn, like how to take rejection and also how to like not hold on to things really.
Yes. Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It is hard, especially because I know a lot of my auditioning process is to actually like watch some of the anime if it's already out, and then you start watching and then you're like, oh wait, I really like this. And then if you don't get it, then it's like, But then I will say, though, that being part of this industry, voiceovers specifically, everyone's so kind of close and supportive that, like, even if you don't book it, a lot of times you're really close with the person that did.
Yeah.
So it's like this weird, like, oh, that sucks, but yes, go them. So it's a weird balance.
Yeah.
I think you have that double-edged sword, right? Like as a voice actor, you see a project come through that you know, you're like, yes, oh my gosh, like I love League of Legends, or I love, another game or something of anime that you know, oh, I really want to be in this, and then and then it sucks when you're not. But then if you actually are, then you're like, yes, it's the best feeling in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question.
Yeah.
I'll be pretty quick. I just wanted to say that the English voice casting for Genshin is like one of the best casts I've ever seen. I watched Yorvia's voice actor once said that like you guys are so similar to your characters that it's like an intertwined fate. Like wishing in Genshin. I saw that from Zach's live stream. That's where I mostly see all of you guys, and it was like you guys are so humorous, and I always like tuning in to them on YouTube. I can't wait to watch you pull for Shenhe, Zach.
Oh yeah, you already know what's happening.
The money you get today. And speaking of pulling on Genshin, I don't think all of you guys could answer this, but how much money have you guys spent on Genshin, and how much do you think is like overboard? Like, how much money do you think is like, oh no, this is too much to spend on video games?
I mean,
all of the money I've spent.
I haven't spent any money yet, but I didn't really realize, like I was hanging out with a friend who I hadn't seen in a while. She's like, oh my God, you're in Genshin? My friends play. Yeah, they spent $10,000 on it so far. And I was like, what? She's like, they can afford it. I'm like, oh my God. I don't think I can afford this game.
I have a rule that I try not to spend money on games because I will never stop playing. If I get into one and I'm just buying more lives or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll never get anything else done. So sometimes the fact that I've like set that rule for myself means I'll stop playing something and actually have a life outside of, you're just like, oh, I gotta buy 5 more lives.
I think I've spent money on one game. I think, and I'll be honest, I think I spent maybe $500 on Disney's Tsum Tsums. You know how often I play Tsum Tsums now? Never! But man, those gacha games, they get you. I'm like, I just need 3 more Cinderellas. That's it, just 3 more.
I mean, I couldn't give a number for Genshin. Like, I honestly don't know. I kind of stopped keeping track after a certain amount, but I know this for sure. It is over 3,000, yeah.
Wait till you find out how much she spent.
And I did want to say thank you so much for the kind words, and thank you for watching the streams. That's super cool. And I do also agree, even though like you might think that I'm biased, but looking at all of the actors in the Genshin cast, I do truly believe like everyone is so well suited for the roles. And like, I don't know, it's funny seeing their personalities and even things that they did, like Jenny Yokobori, how she was a pyrotechnician. Like,
A Japanese pyrotechnician that's lactose intolerant and is like super extroverted. That's literally your idea.
yeah, I know. It was so specific. And I'm just here thinking, how did Chris know? Chris Fiella is our director, and he also helps kind of like with some of the casting and stuff. Like, how did Chris and Mihoyo know? Like, I don't know, what kind of background research are they doing on us before they cast us? Yeah.
Guys,
I have never spent money on a gacha until I got to Genshin. And I haven't gone that bad, but I have spent about 700 or 800.
Oh my.
Yep. and it was painful.
But worth it! Who were you trying to get?
So I spent about 3+ on Kokomi, about 150 on Ito, 150 on... Who's before that? Klee! Yes. Oh, I spent about 300 on Klee too, yeah.
And I have not spent anything. You are safe. Do not be like the people next
Just
to you.
don't be like us. You should probably be on that table full of you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Since we're running, we're probably out of time. Do we want to do like a voice line of each of our characters for everybody?
Sure. And then I'd love to try to do a group pick if everybody wanted to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that'd be fun.
Cool.
Awesome.
Windblade!
Help! My dinner's attacking me!
Da-da-da-da-da. You've been pranked. Sorry, I have laryngitis.
Teamwork is dreamwork. What does Singjo say? Knowledge is power.
Leave it to me, all of it, whatever it is.
Aww.